So, God is asking you and me to put ourselves in a position that will be able to hear Him, because He has been having divine instructions for most of us, but we've been too busy, we've been too engaged with the things of this world. And my prayer for each and every one of us is, if you're going through a hard season, you need to spend time. You need to go before God honestly and ask Him, God, what is happening in this season of my life? What are your expectations from me in this season of my life? And it is a high time we start praying for ourselves, that we ask God to amplify our ears, to amplify our eyes, our hearts, that we may be able to be in a position to hear Him, because He has been speaking to you for a very long time and you can't hear Him. So you don't spend time in prayer, you don't spend time in your word, and you miss the divine direction for your life, you miss the divine instructions for your life. So friends, it is a high time we go to the place where we ask God, what do you want from me in this season of my life? Speak to me, God. Give me the divine instruction that you want me to do. How do you want me to carry out my ministry? How do you want me to carry out the church? How do you want to carry out the business? Because sometimes we underestimate these small things. And by the grace of God, I've been getting to a position where even those small things that we find we can do it on our own. I've been praying and asking God that He may renew my mind again and again, that I may be able to conform to His will for my life, that my will and His will may be in alignment, that everything that I do, not every time God will speak with a loud voice. So He speaks in different ways. He speaks through His word, He speaks through prophecy, He speaks through a voice and all that. But the more our mind is transformed, it becomes the mind of God, and we are able to know His will. We are able to know His divine will for our lives. And the nature of human beings in most cases, we go our own way and then we go back before God. We get married to partners who we thought were nice for us, who we thought were the best choice for us. And when things get bad, that is when we go before God and ask Him, fix me, Lord. Fix this marriage. Fix these children. We do things in our own way, but when it gets hard, that is when you go before God. To avoid wastage of time, to avoid the chaos of lives, to avoid wasting a lot of money, energy, because maybe you've been wasting a lot of time because you've been doing things in your own way. Would you ask God what is your will first? Would you spend good time in listening to His direction before going your own way? And when it gets messy, that is when you seek Him. So don't wait until it gets messy to seek God's will, because I know He's a fixer, but we can ask for kingship anointing of our lives in every area of our lives. Like He can give direction at first. Let God be the first priority. Let God lead you as the first thing and not make Him the last priority. This will help you waste time, resources, and energy.